Okay, here we are with the assembly of the Coleman 220K195 white gas lantern. It's a very useful lantern. Uses all original parts and everything. So let's just start off. Here we have our tank and our pump stem. So our first step is to take our check valve stem, insert it straight into the pump hole in the tank, and just screw it in until it's finger tight. You don't want to over tighten it because that'll ruin your gas flow. Okay, as you can see, that's just sticking straight out the hole. And so next we just want to take our pump and just put it right over top of that check stem, and make sure the leather part right here doesn't fold in when you're putting it in. That just goes straight in like that. Okay, so you can see how this is loose right here. We have to fix that so our valve doesn't come undone. What we have here is our valve snap clip. All you have to do is push it into this side of the hole, and then push it into this side of the hole. You might need to use a flat screwdriver to get it to pry into the hole. Usually isn't too difficult, but sometimes you get hard ones that are hard to get into the hole. So that just snaps in there at the top so it doesn't come out when you pump it. Okay, next little step is really just you need the cap to the tank. This is where you fill the tank. You need to make sure you have that on there nice and tight. Alright, next we need our cover. It's a nice little aluminum cylinder with a couple holes in it. It's got all the directions on it. You're just going to slide that right over on the fat side and take your lever and slide it straight in through the hole. So it just fits on there. It's really loose. It doesn't get attached till later. Okay. Now we're going to take our outside shell, and also it has our little carrying handle here, as you can see. You're just going to face this towards you and slide it right on top. Just like that. You want to make sure this front bar is facing your knob. Okay, next part. You have your fuel tube, your tube cleaner, your spring, and your stop nut. Now this part is not real friendly to go together with. So you just take your tube with your spring on it, your spring with your tube on it, you slide it into your feed tube with the fat part of the spring going in. Just like that. And then you're going to take your stop nut, put it into the skinny side, just kind of twist it in. It just needs to be finger tight. Don't want to over tighten it. And you're going to take your cleaning rod, and you need to be careful of this little part right here. It's a really skinny piece of wire that helps you clean out the tube. So we just stick that in there very carefully, and that should stick out the bottom just a little bit. Oops. So that bent part sticks out the bottom just a little bit. Okay, we'll just set that aside for a sec. And we'll take our washer that's been cut so you can slide it in. And we're just going to take it and slide it in right there, just like that. You don't want to cover up that hole over here on this side. And that'll just keep this from wobbling back and forth too much. Okay, now we're going to take our large skinny nut. I'm just going to put it straight on top of there. And this one needs to be tightened with a 1/2 inch straight wrench. So you just tighten it down until where you think it won't be wobbly anymore. And this stuff is very important so that your lantern doesn't come apart while you're using it.